He gave me an opportunity, did he? I give him his biggest paydays of his whole life, brought him to the biggest stage in the world, being Las Vegas, and here he is, this is how he thanks me. He's got a whole lot of appreciation for someone who's fed him, looked after him, and put millions in his account.
The world's been calling me a fucking shithouse. You know me, Lennox. You know I'm no fucking coward.
I'm now enjoying my trip to this my goal, and I'm looking forward to April 11.
Well, let me just tell you this much. You want to raise his own profile at the expense of a multi-champion, a man that he isn't good enough to lick his feet, never mind try and take the piss out of him.
John Fury snaps at Tyson Fury in heated press conference. At the press conference, John Fury erupts emotionally, questioning Tyson Fury's direction and respect within the family. He escalates tensions by claiming he will train Arslanbek Makhmudov against him, a clear sign of fractured trust. His remarks humiliate Tyson publicly and underline a growing rift, suggesting their relationship has reached a breaking point.
When I came in, you seemed a bit not yourself, as you said, but do you feel like you've calmed down a bit now?
I've got a lot going on in my life, a lot going on, but I need respect putting on my name because I'm a warrior.
Tyson Fury stays calm and focused on gratitude, while the ongoing drama around the press conference continues to escalate. John Fury's public outbursts come across as emotional and attention-seeking, creating unnecessary controversy. This contrast highlights tension in their relationship, with Tyson maintaining composure, while John's behavior fuels headlines and adds pressure around the fight build-up.
Very blessed. In my life, I've received the highs of highs and the lows of lows. And I'm very, very thankful to God for every experience that I've had, whether it's been good or bad or indifferent. It's all made me the man I am today. I've had such a marvellous career that I'm really, really thankful for. I've worked very hard, but it's all been God's plan. Everything that's happened has been God's plan. Even today, to come back at 37 years old.
John Fury admits he is unapologetically himself, explaining that his outbursts are not scripted but come from raw emotion. He suggests he may apologize later, yet stands firm on speaking his mind, even if it causes controversy. At the same time, his comments about Tyson Fury show concern for his son's health, though they also reflect the ongoing tension and lack of alignment between them.
Yesterday, it's unacceptable, I accept that. But emotions run high, we get involved, and it is the fight game, it was pandemonium. I wasn't alone doing it, but I want to come out and apologise because I feel, it's appropriate to make that apology to the people who came to the press conference and the viewing audiences. I sincerely apologise, and I'll try and improve. But people, this is John Fury, this is my character, this is who I am. I'm a real person, I'm not a fake person, nothing's scripted.
Tyson Fury reacts strongly after the heated press conference, suggesting that John Fury is behaving like an enemy rather than a supportive father. This statement reflects the depth of the conflict, showing how personal disagreements have escalated into public tension. Tyson's words highlight frustration and emotional distance, indicating that the relationship has deteriorated to the point where trust and unity are being questioned ahead of the fight.
It's God's plan and God's will, and we will see where it takes us, no problem. My last two fights, I didn't get the result I was after. Alexander got the results over me. Fair play to him and his team and everybody around it. It's life lessons. In this life, you don't always get what you want. You don't always get what you think you want and think you did enough to get. However, that's where it stays. You don't hear me crying and moaning about, oh my God, he cheated.
Tyson Fury reacts strongly after the heated press conference, suggesting that John Fury is behaving like an enemy rather than a supportive father. This statement reflects the depth of the conflict, showing how personal disagreements have escalated into public tension. Tyson's words highlight frustration and emotional distance, indicating that the relationship has deteriorated to the point where trust and unity are being questioned ahead of the fight.
Work a lot of dedication. And don't forget, who built his story when he was a kid? He didn't build it himself, did he? Me, his father. And he hasn't showed me enough respect to say, you know what, my dad could be right.
Is that repairable, John, that relationship?
I don't know, it's...
Nevertheless, there's no fighting. No fighting, Huey. No fighting, James. And no fighting, Jay. And most of all,
Shane McGuigan suggests that Tyson Fury previously relied on John Fury as a vocal presence to create energy and disruption around him. However, he believes that approach may no longer be necessary for this stage of Fury's career. McGuigan implies that removing unnecessary noise and focusing on a calmer, more controlled environment could benefit Tyson, allowing him to concentrate fully on performance rather than outside distractions and internal conflict.
Tyson, I think, used his dad to keep him involved and as a infiltrator, you know, someone that can shout and scream and cause a bit of chaos and unrest, you know. And I think like he doesn't need that in this fight, so he might make a U-turn when he needs it.
John Fury strongly criticizes the current training setup of Tyson Fury, dismissing certain coaching influences and refusing to be involved if specific changes are made. He questions the tactical approach being used and expresses frustration with the direction of the camp. His comments reflect a deep disagreement with the team structure, suggesting he believes the current guidance is ineffective and not aligned with what Tyson needs at this stage of his career.
Bollocks, a lot of it. Same squad, same bullshit.
You're not a part of this training camp, are you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I said, if you have him, that Sugar, I'm no filter. I said, I'm gone.
But what is it about Sugar?
He's no good.
Technically,
he's useless. Everybody's been in the corner. He got beat. He's been gone Tyson since the Deontay Wilder fights. It's finished Wilder completely. It's took a lot away from Tyson. Makhmudov. This is a problem. I'm the first one to say it, because all them out there, they don't pay enough attention to detail, Spencer.
It's a high-risk fight for him, this, isn't it?
It's not what I'd have done. Look at Usyk saying, I'm 39-year-old, I want an easy time. He's picked Rico Vanuva.
Yeah.
Man's not a boxer. I'm getting well paid for Rico, keeping my name out there, it's an easy fight. Even if Tyson wins this, it's 12 rounds of hard work he don't need.
Liam Guff agrees with concerns raised by John Fury, suggesting that Tyson Fury may no longer be at his absolute best. He points to signs of decline and emphasizes that recent performances may not reflect the same sharpness seen in Fury's prime. His view highlights the physical and mental toll of a long career, while also acknowledging that external factors could be influencing Fury's current form and overall consistency.
People around me never have and I never will, because I'm a psychopath. I can't have a million people around me because it doesn't work. I just have the same old people I've always knew, that's it. I'm not interested in making new friends, I'm not interested in what the next man's got, I'm not interested in what the next door neighbour's doing, don't care.
Simon Jordan criticizes John Fury for airing personal family matters publicly, arguing that such issues should be handled in private. He suggests that repeated media appearances risk turning a personal situation into a public spectacle, which may worsen tensions rather than resolve them. Jordan's stance reflects a preference for discretion, emphasizing that repairing relationships requires calm communication behind closed doors rather than statements made in the public domain, especially when it involves Tyson Fury.
You repair them in private, not in the public domain. John, on the times that I've met John, I found him to be engaging and charming. But there's other times when I've seen him on whether it's an act or curated or whatever, it's boorish, it's unpalatable, it's unpleasant. When you headbutt Ukrainians in front of Saudi royalty and behave yourself in a way that's not particularly appetizing, you get judged by it. So with due respect to the fact it's a scoop for these guys, I'm not hugely interested in John Fury's.
Peter Fury highlights that while Tyson Fury has the ability to perform at a very high level, he must avoid taking unnecessary risks at this stage of his career. He acknowledges Fury's technical skills, adaptability, and excitement in the ring, noting that when focused, he can dominate opponents. However, Peter's comments also suggest that smart opponent selection and disciplined performance are key factors in maintaining longevity and success moving forward.
Yeah. Well, whether he can take him or not, he shouldn't be taking him, and he knows that. But when he's on his A game and he boxes, he can box. He ticks all the boxes, trust me. And he's exciting as well. And he does the right thing with this level of opposition because he's walking through them.
Johnny Nelson analyzes Tyson Fury's physical attributes and potential performance, noting that while Fury's size and reach remain advantages, his footwork is the key factor to watch. He raises concerns about possible decline in movement due to age and inactivity. Nelson also stresses the importance of preparation, warning that at this stage of Fury's career, maintaining discipline and avoiding shortcuts is crucial, especially with younger challengers closely observing and preparing for opportunities.
I think Mahmoudov's made for him. It's a perfect fight for him, got the height, fight. Looks the part. He's strong. I think Tyson's hands will be too fast. I think Tyson, his feet are the thing. What I want to see. I want to see how his feet have deteriorated, because it happens to everybody. So I just want to see what version of Tyson we get. He's out in Thailand training, so he's got to make sure he trains right. No cutting corners at this stage in your life. 37 years old. There's a lot of young lions knocking at the door, watching you. You're in a meal ticket. They're planning for you already, and I think Tyson's very aware of that. So
Shane Fury reflects on the mental side of success for elite fighters like Tyson Fury, suggesting that once major goals are achieved, maintaining motivation becomes increasingly difficult. He points out that material luxuries and lifestyle perks eventually lose their excitement, leaving a sense of emptiness despite outward success. His comments highlight the psychological challenge of staying driven after reaching the top. For a fighter like Fury, who has already accomplished so much, the real battle may not just be in the ring, but in finding purpose, hunger, and a reason to continue pushing forward at the highest level.
The thing is there's nothing more left in life for these boxers. When they've these great boxers, what's completed the game and they've got everything. What else can Tyson do? You know, there's only so much yachts and sailing, and there's only so much flying on holidays, and there's only so much fucking whatever a normal person thinks is good you can do before you're sick to death.
Fraser Clark offers a balanced perspective on the ongoing discussion surrounding John Fury and Tyson Fury. He acknowledges that John's viewpoint likely comes from a place of personal knowledge as a father, believing he understands his son's best in current condition. At the same time, Clark emphasizes that real answers will only come inside the ring, where performance will ultimately settle debates. His comments reflect a neutral stance, focusing on outcomes rather than opinions, and underline the importance of upcoming fights in revealing the true level and mindset of Tyson Fury at this stage of his career.
I'm not seeing what John said, but obviously I suppose he's in a position where he knows his son, he probably knows the best version of him, and he's probably looking at him now and just feels that it isn't. I think all questions will be answered on the 11th of April, won't they? And we'll see what he's got now. And there's talks about
this whole situation around Tyson Fury and John Fury is clearly bigger than just boxing. It's about pressure, legacy, and personal relationships colliding in the public eye. With so many voices weighing in, from analysts to family members, the narrative keeps shifting. But the real answers will only come when Tyson steps back into the ring and proves where he truly stands. Whether he's still at his peak or entering a new phase of his career, the upcoming moments will define everything. What do you think? Is Fury still at his best, or are we witnessing the beginning of the end of an era? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video if you enjoyed the breakdown, and subscribe for more boxing insights and updates.